And now your host, real estate broker, consultant, and best-selling author, Todd Tramonte.
Welcome to the Keen Landscaping Studios. This is DFW Real Estate. If you're catching us live, send us your questions, 214-310-0008 or online at toddtramonteteam.com. If you happen to be catching us on the podcast, DFW Real Estate Weekly, on all your podcast stuffs, make sure you subscribe, follow, download, leave us a review. Let us know what we're doing right. Let us know what you would like us to do more, and we'll try to take good care of you.
Hit the like button, too.
Can you do that? You do that like buttons on podcasts? I don't know.
Oh, yeah. It's all there.
I listen to a lot of podcasts, but I don't really engage with the platforms as much. I'm just an active listener. So check out the podcast, DFW Real Estate Weekly with Todd Tramonte, Dallas, Fort Worth. Real Estate Weekly with Todd Tramonte. You can find us all over. ToddTramonteTeam.com online is where you can get all the radio resources. You can click the videos tab and see past episodes and all that kind of stuff. All kinds of resources there. Find out what your home would sell for or rent for in less than 60 seconds. All of that is at ToddTramonteTeam.com. We got lots to cover today. We'll hit you with a state of the market report. It's been a few weeks since we've done kind of a deeper dive on what is actually happening on the ground in Dallas-Fort Worth real estate. We talk about it every week, but we'll do a true kind of state of the market report. We'll give you some statistics. We'll let you know what we're seeing for buyers and sellers. We've got a lot to cover today. We do have a full studio. The English wonder himself, the Yanni Donnie with microphone. He's wounded today. He's playing with an injury, but welcome to the studio.
Thanks. Did you miss me last week?
You know, I miss you whenever you're not here, Ian.
A bit of a thumb injury this week, Todd.
Yeah. I didn't want to share any private medical records over the public airwaves here. We also have Full Price Courtney in studio with a microphone, headset on, multiple screens over there in the producers category, and just coming in hot. What do you have to offer?
Let's go.
There it is.
Yeah,
there it is.
Amazing.
Brilliant, eloquent. Probably planned that yesterday.
Well said.
All right, we're going to dig into this thing. If you've got questions, send them to us, toddtramonteteam.com, or call us right now, 214-310-0008.
Yep, the State of the Market is brought to you by Patrick Galeros and his team over at Cardinal Financial. Patrick has built the team similar to how we have. He's wanting to make sure that every single member of his team is using their gifts and abilities to serve their clients at an extremely high level. You can go to patrickgaleros.com where you can start an application right there on the website. You can call him at 972-728-3420, NMLS number 308804, patrickgaleros.com. If you forget any of the sponsors that we talk about on the show, just head over to toddtramonteteam.com, click the radio tab, and you can find all recommended pros and vendors right there. Let's get into it. State of the market. Let's do a buy side first, and then let's talk about the sell side. If there's anything that kind of overlaps, let's make sure we cover that too.
We can do that. So here's the thing. I said this in, November, that I thought in 2023, people would experience the market they expected to experience, if you remember. If you're coming into this with a lot of optimism, I think you can have an incredible real estate opportunity right now. If you're coming into the year with a lot of pessimism, you could have a really bad real estate year. Well, we're 3+ months into the year, and that's what we've seen. This isn't about, patting ourselves on the back, but that was an accurate read. We're still hearing buyers say it's a horrible time to buy, rates are up, inventories, no good, and there's just not any activity, and blah, blah, blah. Meanwhile, we have buyers on our team, agents on our team helping buyers get really great deals. We'll tell you some of those stories later. The reality for home buyers right now is it is not like the all-time best time to buy in history, but it is still a good time to buy. If I was buying a home right now, I actually in some ways am. I'm building one right now. And I'm glad to be doing that. I would be in a hurry. I would not want to wait to buy right now. There's a lot of reasons for that. But one is that home values will and are continuing to rise. Now, could we see a 4 or 5 month weird blip on the radar? Sure. But in the grand scheme of life and home ownership, that literally will not matter. It's like saving for retirement. I have a retirement account I'm going to have for 30 more years, and it's down this month. It literally doesn't matter. You're not going to use it this month. So home equity is a moving target. Values are on the rise still.
Which is important to know because a lot of people think that all home values are decreasing
Right.
because of the insanity that was last year. It's just not the case.
And they also hear the news about areas like, San Francisco or parts of Utah or, areas in Chicago or New York City or whatever. And the truth is, even in those areas, it's a mixed bag where certain price points, certain property types, certain neighborhoods, certain inventory levels are driving things. But in our area in Dallas-Fort Worth, mid to late last year, we saw some kind of stalling out where it just kind of felt like the car slipped into neutral and lunged a little bit. But we're back in gear. We're not like pedal to the metal fifth gear, but we are cruising. The market is increasing. Values are increasing. So as you wait, the price goes up. Now, some people are waiting for rates to go down. That's a more complex conversation later. But at the moment, I would say all things considered, rate, inventory, availability, competition, prices, that a buyer who waits is waiting for a more expensive purchase later. So that's what's happening right now. Dallas, Fort Worth, Frisco, McKinney, Allen, Richardson, Weatherford, Benbrook, Aledo, Arlington, and all areas. Each area is acting a little bit differently, but all together, we are seeing a healthy increase in property values, and we're seeing buyers who are buying now happy with what they've done.
So what do we think is going to happen over the course of the next, let's call it the summer, in terms of the market, and what differences do you think we may see from now to, let's call it, the school going back in August?
Okay, I appreciate the timetable there because I'm pretty confident in that timetable, and I'll explain to you why I'm slightly less confident after that.
I'm here to set you up for success, sir.
Listen, I know you like a little positive feedback. It was a good question. All right, here's the deal. I believe that the remainder of the spring and the early part of the summer will act like a stereotypical spring-summer. What I mean by that is most people assume, and it's not always right, but they assume that the most active, optimistic, reasonable time of year to buy and sell is spring and summer. That is not always true, but this year I think that will be true. I think we'll see a healthy amount of market activity. Probably as much, if not a little bit more than we saw last year, but still not nearly as much as we saw in 2021. Spring and early to midsummer. I think you'll see a general feeling in the market of balance. It's still a seller's market. Statistically speaking, sellers still have more leverage. Buyers still have to be competitive. But I do think the feeling in the marketplace will be that buyers can work out a fair deal and sellers need to be a little bit negotiable to work out a fair deal. Buyers and sellers both give and take a little bit, and you can effectively sell and buy or do either one of those two things with a reasonable approach, with a great agent, a plan in place, a great lender, title company on board, home inspector, all those things dialed in. You can have a successful buy, sell, or both experience this spring and summer, feeling like you're not alone, you're making a great choice. And then I think late summer, right around that back to school point, we're going to have to see what's happening with interest rates and politics. It could turn into the best part of 2023. We could finish the year very strong. That's very much a possibility. It's also possible that we could slip back into an early 23 feeling where it just felt like it's fine. It's just not very exciting.
Okay, we're going to get into some of the bad ideas that people think about, whether they're thinking about buying, whether they're thinking about selling, some of the things that people really shouldn't be doing. Before we do that, let me tell you about Goosehead Insurance and DP Lambert over there and his entire team. There's a number of folks that DP's working with right now, and his team are making sure that they're checking every single insurance company they can possibly check. DP's a broker. He's going to make sure that he gets you the best home insurance, auto insurance. If they need to bundle it, they'll bundle it. Do it separate, they'll do it separate. It doesn't matter. They're going to figure out the best way to save you thousands and thousands of dollars. Hopefully. They've saved me thousands of dollars over the years. I know they've saved so many other people too. You can message him, dp.lambert, Lambert at goosehead.com. You can call him at 214-838-5684. ToddTremontiTeam.com is where you will find all of our recommended pros and vendors. Okay, let's get into it, Todd, on what are some of the bad ideas, maybe bad ways of thinking that buyers are having right now as they approach the spring market?
Well, here's the thing. I wanted to call this segment the absolute dumbest, stupid, horrible, egregious things buyers are doing in the market. And then Courtney talked me off the ledge. But now, look, I said it anyway. My show. All right, here's the thing. The reason I want to do that is I want to get people's attention. In every single market, there's a large group that are making horrible decisions, right? There's just a big group of people that are uninformed, or they're making decisions out of fear or urgent.
I could argue most people.
Well, I think you're right. Urgency. They're not prepared to make the best, safest, wisest decisions for themselves, their family, and their finances.
And it's not even that they're intending to do so.
Exactly.
It's just they're naive as to all the options out there.
And the consumer doesn't do this all day, every day. So it's not necessarily how would they know. But at the end of the day, it is your responsibility that you get your home buying or selling right. Now, if you hire a professional, now they have a heavy burden to help you do that. But it's your decision who you hire. And this is where this matters a lot. Now, the question was, what are the worst things buyers are doing right now? And one of the worst things they're doing is sitting on the sidelines because they've been told, or they've sort of inappropriately deduced that it's just a bad time to buy.
You may even say, Todd, that they are ducking and diving.
Ducking and diving.
You know what that means?
They're sitting on the fence.
You know what that means?
Go ahead.
Got it, Courtney?
Feels English.
Hiding. Duck and dive, hide.
Yeah.
Cockney rhyming slang, folks. And it worked it in there.
He slid in the Cockney rhyming slangs.
Back to you, sir.
It didn't rhyme.
Sure, did duck and dive, hide. Back to you.
None of those words rhyme with hide. But anyway, people are remaining on the fence, which, all due respect, is not a comfortable place to be, where you don't know if you should go left or right, up or down. And the reality is that is a very expensive thing to do right now. So I think people believe that home values may be lower in the future, or interest rates might be lower in the future. But the reality is right now that the pace of growth we're seeing in the market is still one that it's not advantageous to wait. Now, if you cannot afford to buy right now, obviously you shouldn't pressure or run into buying. You should wait, save some money, evaluate the things that you can control that would lead to a better opportunity. But one of the biggest mistakes I'm seeing is people just perpetuating the headline that it's not a good time to buy. It's not a good time to buy. I should wait. Without any real factual information. They're letting their feelings run wild based on bad information.
And what about on the sell side of things? We mentioned earlier, home values are going to continue to go up. What if somebody's got a home that they're wanting to sell, or they think they want to sell, and they want to buy? And I think the way that people are thinking right now is, well, I'm not going to get as much for my home as I would have got, and I'm going to have to go and pay more than what I really want to pay because I've got a higher interest rate. And it's just like, man, there's just so much confusion out there. Like, to me, I would say the best thing to do is have a conversation with somebody to help think through your options and guide you. But like, what do people do? The
absolute dumbest thing sellers are doing right now is being lazy sellers. And what I mean by that is, to your point, some of them are not selling because they're afraid it's a bad market. Over the weekend, we talked with an agent that we know well that we got into an offer war with 30 offers.
Yeah.
Our team was in one with 9, I think. One of our listings had 4.
Sounds about right.
Can't remember exactly. But, we are in a market where well-marketed homes are getting multiple offers. That's a great market for a seller to sell in. Home values in most of DFW are higher than they've ever been. They're just not going up as fast as they were, but they're still higher than they've ever been in most places. So that's a great market to sell in. Now, the lazy sellers that are selling are not putting in the work. They are afraid to put any more money, any more real focus or energy into the selling process because they feel like they're just kind of at the mercy of the market. That is a very dangerous place to be. When we meet with a seller here at the Todd Tremonti Home Selling Team, we talk to them about there are market conditions, and then there are aspects of the market that we can move with strategy, with marketing strategy. We can create scarcity and urgency and competition. And we have a whole 7-step proprietary marketing system of how we do all that.
I literally just had a conversation with a radio show listener last week, and they were asking me, like, well, tell me, like, what are some of the things that you're going to be able to do? Like, what are some of the unique things? We could have a great conversation about what that was going to be like and how it's different to what other people are doing, and how most people have a one-size-fits-all, pricing plan and all this other stuff. And you're just like, oh, it's so dangerous to just say I'm going to do the same thing for everybody. Like, there should be differentiated stuff.
Yeah. If you would like to know what we can do differently for you to take control of more aspects of the market so you can win big as a seller or buyer, we have a 7-step proprietary marketing system for our sellers. We have a 13-point buyer plan for our buyers. You can go to toddtremonteteam.com right now, toddtremonteteam.com. Click on any button, fill out any form, call any phone number, and we would be glad to connect with you in the way that best fits your current situation. Richardson office, Fort Worth office, Zoom meeting, quick phone call. We are not a fit for everybody. We do currently have a waiting list on the sell side, but we can chat with you about whether we're the appropriate fit. Sometimes we'll tell you that we're not the appropriate fit. Sometimes maybe you don't feel like we're the right fit for you. That's fine. There's plenty of opportunity out there. But you can go to toddtremonteteam.com, or you can call 214-310-0008. If you forget all of that, just Google me. You'll find us. Communicate with us however you're most comfortable doing that, and we'll take good care of you.
HomeServe Home Warranty, our go-to home warranty company. They are fantastic. They take care of so many people. Friends of mine have just reported back that when they've had an issue, it's been taken care of by HomeServe and all of their vendor partners that they partner with. HomeServe.com is where you can find more information on what they offer, the different packages they offer, the different warranties they offer. HomeServe.com. The next segment, Todd, I want to talk about a big butt.
Ooh, big butt segment coming up here.
Depends how you're thinking about it, but what I want to talk about is interest rates.
Hold on, real quick. Remember when he wouldn't say sexy saxy the other day, and now he's dropping big butts all over the radio? Hang tight, parents. Hang tight. We're going to deliver on this. It's classy. It's clean. Go ahead.
Promise you it's good.
Well, careful. I have to help deliver on that.
We're going to talk about interest rates and some of the ways that people are thinking. So like interest rates are higher now than they were last year.
Fact.
Right? Interest rates are higher now than they were at the beginning of the year.
Fact.
What do people do with that? Does that mean I should just go ahead and wait? Or does that mean I can refinance? I know there's options for people buying down stuff, but what do people do with that
In the true spirit of the big butt segment, interest rates are higher than many people would like right now, but
yep, there it is.
Many other factors of home buying are better than they've been for quite a while. So, yes, we would all like true 0% mortgage rates, right? I would like free borrowing. I'll borrow that. I'll pay back whenever I want. No interest. I'm in charge around here. I'm the captain now. Here's the thing. That's not realistic, and we're not there right now. But I want people to think about, people always seem to really appreciate and be drawn to really great strategy, right? Like The Art of War, Sun Tzu, or a movie or a book or a battle scenario where you're like, oh, that strategy was genius.
Yeah.
Well, it's not genius, but here's a smart strategy for right now. Using something that appears to a lot of people as a huge negative, which would be higher interest rates, but using it as a huge positive to your advantage. So because rates are a little bit higher, there is less buyer competition right now. Sellers are more willing to work with buyers right now. Sellers are more willing to give you a little bit of time to think, to do a little bit of repair work. Ryan did a deal this week where the seller paid the title policy, the sellers gave a credit to the buyers at closing, and they repaired some items based on the inspection report. That stuff wasn't happening in 2021, right? So as a buyer, you're going, man, it stinks that the rate's higher and my payment is like $200 a month more. That's real. No one's going to argue with you about that. That's not ideal. But big butt segment, but there's maybe 3.5 or 4 other factors of buying that are more favorable to you right now. So let's say a year and a half ago, the house was they were asking $400,000. Somebody was likely going to pay $440,000, $450,000, $460,000.
Mm-hmm.
Now you might get that 400 house right at 400. Okay. Maybe a little bit less, maybe a little bit more depending on competition. So you've saved $40,000, $50,000 or $60,000 over what it was going to take for you to get that house a couple years ago, but you're paying $140, $160, $200, $220 more per month. Most of us, given those two options, would take that option. Now, most of us also think interest rates will come back down. Maybe not all the way to where they were, but come back down significantly in the next year and a half to 2.5 years. So that payment then may come back to within $50, $60, $70 of where it was before, and you still saved the $40 or $50 or $60,000 from less competition.
Let me emphasize one thing that you just said. Interest rates may come back down again over the next year and a half to 2 years. What length of period of time do most people, when they take out a mortgage, how long do they normally take that out for?
The massive majority of people do a 30-year note, and a small chunk do a 15-year note.
So the massive amount, 30,
right?
Small amount, 15. Even so,
Yep.
a year and a half to 2 years is a minute amount of that length of the mortgage.
It is. I mean, even if you do the quick math, you said, I'm going to pay $200 more for 2 years, right? So you're talking about $4,800, less than $5,000. That's real money. So let's not act like it's not. But I didn't have to pay $50,000 extra. And I didn't have to cover the difference up front.
Yep.
It's just an unbelievably advantageous time. That's the big but. Interest rates are a little bit higher, but there's more advantage to buying right now than there has been in several years, really 6, 7, 8 years. There was a part of last year where it got really good there for just a minute. It's not quite that good, but it's almost that good. It's still a good time to buy. It's also a very good time to reevaluate your landscape planning, any design, any landscape lighting, design, consultation, construction, maintenance, retaining walls, irrigation, tree work. Keen Landscaping gets that done for you. Go to keenlandscaping.com, Keane, keenlandscaping.com. They're doing some warranty work at my house, some stuff we lost in the freeze last year. They're doing some edging work, they're doing some tree work, and then they're doing some new seasonal color for us as well. They do beautiful work. keenlandscaping.com. Ask for Ben. Tell him Todd Tremonti sent you. Keane, keenlandscaping.com. All right. We got lots going on over here, party people. In the second half of the show, after the WBAP break, we will get to some additional tips for what's happening in this market right now and what you need to know. We're also going to get to some really exciting, crazy people in the YouTube comments action. You don't want to miss out on that. If you want to know what your house would sell for or rent for right now in this market based on this market conditions, I want you to go to toddtremontiteam.com, click on the menu, go to property valuation, and figure that out. If you're even remotely thinking about selling your home in the next 12 months, you need to go take advantage of that tool, get your property value in less than 60 seconds. That's an automated one. There's a confidence score associated with it. If that confidence score is not above 90, you might want to say 95, then you can reply to that email that gives you all the details and just say, could I please get a custom valuation? Could I get a deeper dive valuation? Then one of the full-time, fully dedicated, world-class real estate pros on our team will connect with you, ask you a handful of questions just to get some more specifics about your home, and then they can work with you to get a very, very accurate what it would sell for, what maybe you should ask for it, maybe some things you could do before it goes on the market to get max value for it. All of that starts right now at toddtremontiteam.com, or you could call us 214-310-0008. Welcome back, party people. Thanks for hanging with us through the break. This is DFW Real Estate Weekly with Todd Tremonti. If you haven't checked out the podcast yet, if you miss us live here on Saturdays, we put the whole episode up as a podcast as DFW Dallas Fort Worth Weekly with Todd Tremonti. Now, also, in addition to our weekly radio show, some bonus content over on the podcast of some additional training, equipping, DFW area relevant content up there. Some of it a little bit more casual, maybe a little bit more entertainment oriented. Some of it very specific to parts of the market. You should check that out and go ahead, subscribe, like, follow, all the things you can do, download, whatever it's called with podcasts. But check it out. I think you'll enjoy it. It's a very, very easy tool to share with a friend that may be moving to the area or within the area. Or might just like to keep their eye on real estate. Turns out real estate, number one search thing on the internet. And we're trying to help you. We're trying to provide some more resources for you. So check out Dallas Fort Worth Real Estate Weekly with Todd Tremonti on all the podcast places. We've got a lot to dig into, so stick with us. We're going to sprint to the finish here. We got plenty of time. You don't want to miss a minute of it.
Yep, this first segment, as always, is brought to you by Patrick Leros and his team at Cardinal Financial. Whether you are needing to get a mortgage, whether you're looking to refinance, his entire team, his entire mortgage team over there will take care of you. You can go to patrickleros.com where you can start an application right there directly on the website. You can give him a call at 972-728-3420, NMLS number 308804. You can go to toddtremonteteam.com where you can find all of the recommended pros and vendors.
I've never used anyone but Patrick for personal mortgages, and I'm working on one with him on a deal right now. And I literally texted him the other night, hey, you sent me 3 scenarios. He calls it a total cost analysis. You can compare all 3 different loan scenarios. I was like, I want to take a peek at this random crazy 4th option. I had not hung up the phone yet, and it had refreshed on my comparison chart. He got that covered for me. It's world-class customer care expertise. It's not the old internet bait and switch rate trick. It's a local lender who knows what you need, can give you options instead of the old one-size-fits-all, and actually cares about people. They're an incredible team at patrickgleros.com.
Do you like the movie Trolls?
You know, it's funny that you say that. I've never seen the movie Trolls, but I have heard the movie Trolls in the back of the car somewhere in the ballpark of 1,146 times.
Courtney, you like the movie Trolls?
I mean, it's totally my jam.
Can you sing the whole soundtrack?
1,000%.
Oh,
That,
of course.
Could we take just 1 second to talk about how 1,000% is a thing that's not real?
Oh, it's real.
No, you can have 1,000% of a result. Like last time we got 1 of them, and this time we got 1,000 of them. But your ability, it goes from 0 to 100%. You either can or you can't. You could do half of it. You could do all of it, but you can't do more than all of it. But anyway, we'll talk about that later. It's literally mathematically.
No, let's talk about it now.
inarguable.
I'm with Courtney.
I just think that
You can be
turn it
with
up
her
to 11. You know what I mean?
Now, Spinal Tap, on the other hand, I'm with you on.
Okay.
These go to 11 when you're on stage and you need a little something more. That's
Moving
different.
on, how do we feel about internet trolls?
Guys, this week on our YouTube channel,
Hold on. You named this segment pretty great. Can you say the name of the segment?
This segment is called Under the Bridge with the YouTube Trolls.
Under the Bridge with the YouTube Trolls. Pretty clever.
And
Clever.
one of
Hold
our-
on. Everyone loves it. Oh, just dying laughing. Back to you in the studio.
One of our latest episodes, Top Tips to Get a Great Deal in Dallas, was
Hold
a
on. It's
great
a good
video.
by the way. If you're not checking out the YouTube channel, go to toddtremonteteam.com, click on videos in the menu tab. There's 333 videos as of this week up there. And this troll.
They're really helpful. And this troll, at Swan Laughing.
Oh, we're naming names.
Of course we
Oh
are.
my gosh.
Absolutely.
Hey, if you're going to put something on the internet, you're going to get named.
They commented that the show is mostly BS.
Thank you.
What do you think that meant?
Like
What's
that
that?
video
I've
or the
never
show?
heard that acronym in my life.
Well, I don't even know what that
I
abbreviation
don't
would
either.
stand for.
Bloody smart.
Bloody Smart. Yes.
There it is.
Yes.
Is
the
it an
show's Bloody
acronym
Smart.
with just 2 letters, or does it have to be more than 2?
I think it can just be 2.
Okay.
This is a riveting conversation.
I just wanted
guys.
to double check.
Well, we clarified the position on statistics and percentages.
I thought we'd just
Yeah.
stay in the realm of
All right.
riveting.
What did this doofus say?
Mostly BS. And I just thought we should clap back.
If he meant brilliantly smart, I celebrate it.
Same.
Otherwise, I just want to. I'm not angry. I'm humored by it
Same.
because I'm pretty darn confident that we share really valuable and helpful content on this radio show, and we do it. To be very clear, we're not a nationally syndicated show. We're not getting paid to do this show.
Yet.
For the most part, this is a service to others. Of course, we're not hiding the fact that we're building trust and loyalty and care and concern in the marketplace. And if you trust us to help you buy and sell a home, we'd love to earn your business. We're not a fit for everybody. Have a bit of a waiting list at the moment, but call us if we can help you, 214-310-0008. But this guy, not at all grateful.
We don't know if it's a guy or not.
Unless he means brilliantly smart. Well, I just assumed it was a dude because he was being a bit of a punk. Maybe it's a woman, and women can be punks too.
It's fair.
Here's the deal. He said the show's mostly BS. Did he say anything else?
That's it. period.
What a classy comment. I've always found that the YouTube comments are where the classiest people hang out. Okay, so the video was about where to find a good deal in the Dallas area.
And I want to say, you know who's not laughing?
Our clients.
That's right.
That's right.
I got 3 of them for you if you'd like to want me to give you some numbers.
I would love to hear some numbers.
How about we got a home under contract for $325 and it appraised at $330. That, by my calculations, is $5,000 of instant equity.
Now, let me stop for a second and let me be on this YouTube commenters side, devil's advocate here for a second. Okay, $5,000 is nice. We would all be really happy about $5,000, but it's not like $300,000.
How about $755,000 and we got it for $763 when the appraisal came in? That's going to be $8,000.
We got $755 appraised at $763.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we're 8 under. That's nice. I'm going to point out why it's really great in a second, but $8,000 sounds nice. It's not like the biggest number I've ever heard.
We had one in Dallas that we got that one $38,000 under the appraisal.
Now we're talking. That sounds a little saucy. Here's the point. While those numbers might not sound like they blow your doors off, this is a market where statistically we are still in a hard-leaning seller's market, meaning less than 2 months of inventory in many, many areas, as well as a market where home values are still going up and away. So most of the stories out there are still about buyers who are having a very, very difficult time getting a house at all. And we are consistently getting home buyers homes under appraised value. They are walking in with instant equity. And so a comment like that about a video, which, by the way, the video was pointing out parts of town where the increased values have lagged the true market value a little bit. Little pockets in the area where you can still get a really great value on a home and a wonderful place to live. So check out that video. Go to toddtramonteteam.com, click the menu tab, and hit videos. You can also take a couple of little quiz scorecard deals where you can find out your home buyer readiness score, your home seller readiness score, find out what your home would sell for or rent for in less than 1 minute. And of course, you can search every home by every real estate agent in all of DFW, all at no charge to you whatsoever, online at toddtramonteteam.com.
Republic Title are one of the leaders in the industry. You absolutely need to check them out before you buy or sell anything you are doing in real estate. RepublicTitle.com is where you can go to find out information about them. I just know they make my life a whole lot easier when we are working with Republic
They just do it right, and they're wonderful people. There's the difference in like so many title companies that just don't do it right. They make it a nightmare. And then there's a difference in they do it right every time, and they're awesome people. They just hire legitimately thoughtful, kind, fun to be around people. And that makes one of the really detail-oriented, sometimes stressful parts of a real estate deal so much healthier, happier, safer, easier, more relaxing, more confident, more comfortable, all those things. RepublicTitle.com.
I only had 2 title companies this week that was not Republic Title that I had to deal with for a variety of different issues.
Little sarcasm there, y'all. Two different companies that weren't Republic that made our lives harder and our clients' lives harder.
And I'm telling the truth on that. I'm not telling a lie, okay?
Oh, okay. Hold on. Radio transition coming in 3, 2, 1.
Let's talk about lies in real estate. Let's talk about a book maybe that you wrote a while back.
See where you're going with this.
Called 5 Lies That Will Ruin Your Real Estate Career and the Truth That Can Make You Wealthy.
It can.
You can find that online somewhere for about
It's on the Amazoner. I don't know. I think it might be $10 up there now, but you can find it. 5 Lies That Will Ruin Your Real Estate Career and the Truth That Can Make You Wealthy. I don't even remember when I wrote that, 4, 5, 6 years ago, something like that.
Now, a lot of people, if they're thinking about, hey, I want to get into real estate, I want to go work in real estate, these are things that people think about that life is going to be like when they get here, okay?
You sit on a throne of lies.
It's true. And one of the things that people think is that you will have complete flexibility with your time.
Well, you have an outgoing personality. You seem to like a flexible schedule. You should get into real estate.
Leave behind that 9 to 5 job and you can just work whenever you want to work and make a bunch of money and you can have as much time off as you want, right?
That's what people tell people, right? You have an outgoing personality. Oh, get into real estate. It's super flexible. Oh, you need a super flexible schedule. Get into real estate. The failure rate in real estate is like 95%.
Well, I've shared the story when I went and paid my first set of dues and I went to the office and I just get as I'm leaving, the sound of Liam Neeson, the
Yeah.
sound of the other guy in the Taker movie of just good luck.
Yeah.
That's all that I said to me.
Unbelievable, the failure rate in residential real estate. The point that Ian is making here is that most people don't last very long in the business. And one of the lies that causes them to have really, really inconsistent expectations is they expect that real estate will be a phenomenally flexible career, meaning come and go whenever you want, work on the weekends, work during the day, work at night, work in the morning, whenever you want. That's just not the reality. Now, there is the ability to have a wonderful work-life balance. The most successful agents in real estate rarely achieve that. They tend to be owned by their cell phone, owned by their email. Their time is dictated by clients, other agents, and the industry itself. So that is one of those lies that if you're not very, very careful, if you're not plugged into some leadership, some structure, an environment where there's some cooperative work, where people can cover for each other, counterbalance giftedness, and help protect a healthy schedule so that someone can have a life, a family, a hobby, a healthy lifestyle, sleep, travel, any of those things. The reality is very few consumer sales, service-oriented industries have the kind of flexibility that people think, and residential real estate would be one of the worst ones without some of those structures in place. If you're thinking about getting into real estate right now and you are looking for some level of flexibility, but you do want to be world-class and you want to be full-time, our team is looking for 2 people right now at the Todd Tremonti Home Selling Team. You can go to toddtremontiteam.com, click around, you'll find the careers tab, and you can fill out an application and a little personality profile deal and give us some info about you. And we'd be glad to talk and see if we're a fit for you. If we're not a fit for you, we can point you towards a team or a brokerage that might be a better fit for your lifestyle.
tthst.info will also get you there.
Get you straight there. If you're thinking about getting into the business, be careful with the lie that it can be completely and totally flexible. There can be a lot of flexibility, but there's got to be some commitment and structure to make that work.
Yeah, I think we have a good balance here on the team. That's the thing that I always get told when we have somebody newer that comes into us is like, there's good balance here between structured time, meeting time, training time, and flexibility time.
And that's honestly true even for our staff, right? We have staff members that have different demands on their life, families, careers, travel, that kind of thing. And while we work hard and we are committed to each other and we are integrated, working interdependently every single day, there's definitely the ability to travel, take time with your family, be supportive, be at kids' events, take care of yourself. That is possible. It's just rarely ever possible isolated on your own.
Having been here for over 7 years, it's one of the biggest blessings that I get to be a part of is that we do have flexibility to be able to go do some things that we need to get taken care of at times.
Love it. Love that about the team.
All right, let's talk about land. And I got asked this question again recently, like, hey, I'm not sure if this is something that you can help me with. I don't live in a residential neighborhood. I live on, X number of acres. Like, is that something that you can do? I want to make it very, very clear that the answer is yes.
Yes, it is. And it's one of the things we most love to do. Homes on land, we call that, what we call homes on land is usually a really big lot. We're not yet talking about farm and ranch. We're talking about big lots. So maybe half of an acre to kind of 10 acre range. It could be even a little bit bigger than that. But what we're talking about is something that is not an active working professional agricultural property. It's a really big piece of property that you love to have room to play and grow things and, enjoy privacy and some space with you or your family. So yes, we can help with that. We have agents on our team that do that dozens and dozens of times every single year. Our staff are well educated on these items. There are different elements to these property types. Sometimes it's perimeter fencing is very differently. Sometimes it's the proximity to neighbors. It might be well water or a septic tank or access to the property. Maybe it's literally things like, how does this property get their mail? Or what's different if someone's kind of out in the county, or is there different deed restrictions, or is there a homeownership association, or am I trying to get away from one of those, that kind of stuff. So it's very different to market and sell or to negotiate and buy that type of property. And here at the Todd Tremonti Home Selling Team, we absolutely love them. I live on a property like this. I've always absolutely loved these types of properties. And so we've built a model, a marketing plan specific to those types of homes that can really help our home buyers and home sellers who want bigger acreage lots be highly, highly successful, and then have the lifestyle that comes with having more space, which in my opinion is a wonderful lifestyle. So if you're attracted to that, if you're wanting to buy, sell, or you have a friend or family member that might want to buy or sell or both a property on some acreage, which we would call homes on land, let us know right away. You can call us at 214-310-0008. By the way, you really can call us. You get to talk to Ian a lot of times.
Hello.
And just tell us what's going on. Whether you want to do something now or later, no big deal. We can help you start to get your ducks in a row to get that done. Or you can go online to toddtremonteteam.com. Just go straight to the website, toddtremonteteam.com. Click on any button, fill out any form, call any phone number, and just let us know you'd like to have a conversation about buying, selling, or both a home on some land. Now, I want to tell you about PMR Roofing. They're putting a roof on a property for me right now. Man, priced right, phenomenal quality, and the process has been so impressive. So impressive. Their communication has been world-class. The quality's been world-class. It's rare that I'm really proud to put a vendor's sign in my yard, but I keep telling them, hey, you guys, you want to put a sign in my yard? You want to put a sign out and let people know? I'm kind of proud to have a PMR roof. They talked us through radiant barrier and all the different options we had. It's been an incredible experience. You need to know, not just think, you need to know that your roof is in good shape, protecting all the things inside of your home. If you haven't had a professional roofer on your roof in the last 2 years, if you've had any wind, any heavy rain, certainly any potential hail, you need to have PMR Roofing. Check it out. Call Jordan at 214-957-0839 or go to the website, pmrroofing.com. Tell him I sent you.
If you have not yet checked what your home is worth in 2023, what are you doing? I don't understand what you're doing. Go to valuethishouse.com, where in less than 60 seconds, you will find out what your home could sell for. You will find out what it could rent for. It's going to give you a confidence score. If you want something more customized, just reply to the email that you'll get, reply to the text message that you'll get, and just say custom valuation, please. And one of our team members will reach out. We'll have a chat with you. We'll talk about what it is that you're looking to potentially do. Are you looking to sell? Are you looking to keep it? Are you looking to do maybe a tax, protest? Depending on what it is, we'll help you with no matter what it is. So you can go to valuethishouse.com. Less than 60 seconds, you can find out what your home will sell for or what it would rent for.
Quick hot take on things right now, Ian. I'm not a hardcore anti-media person. Like, it's all fake news. I think that whole world is, convoluted. But the reality is the headlines are intended to get eyeballs and attention and clicks and reads and listens and all those things. Our goal here at DFW Real Estate on this show is to give you the information that you need to make wise choices for you and your family and your finances. Okay?
Is this a segment we call Todd's Takeaways?
It could be. You want to call it that?
Let's do it.
Let's do that. Here's the thing. You are responsible for protecting yourself, your family, and your finances. Now, in a functioning society, there are others of us that sort of cooperate and take care of each other, right? My goal is to be a phenomenally valuable resource to you. But one of the takeaways that you need to have on life in the real estate market right now is that the media is not obligated. They do not have a fiduciary responsibility. They don't have any ethical burden to you to be a real estate expert, to gather high quality information and point you in the direction that's best for you and your family. That doesn't mean that at times they're not trying to do that, but it does mean that at times they're not trying to do that. You need a local expert with a history of success that will not only give you good information and technically help you buy or sell, but that will listen and learn what you need and help you get clarity, maybe more than you already had on your own, about what would be best for you, your family, or your finances. The Todd Tremonte Home Selling Team is absolutely committed to doing that. Ruthlessly committed, even when it's not in our financial best interest, even when it's a bit of a waste of time on paper. Our goal is to pour out so much value on friends, family members, and neighbors that sometime eventually we will feel that that was the right thing to do, that we will feel that we have used our gifts to serve others, and it will work itself out financially from a business perspective, and by all means from a community perspective, where people will be glad that we are in the community. They'll be glad to run into us, to be friends and family and neighbors with us, and they'll be really, really glad when it comes time to buy and sell and get things done in and around their real estate. So we are absolutely thrilled to be a resource for you. If you're thinking about buying a home, selling a home, investing in real estate, at any point whatsoever in 2023, just call us. 214-310-0008. You'll probably get to speak directly with Ian himself. 214-310-0008. Or you can go online to toddtremonteteam.com or just Google my name. You'll find the website, toddtremonteteam.com. And then there's a seller's page, a buyer's page. You can search any home by any agent in all of DFW. You can find out what your home would sell for or rent for right now. You can take a home buyer readiness quiz, a home seller readiness scorecard. You can learn more about the process. If you would like just an immediate cash offer for your house, we'll be glad to do that for you. If you would like to find out what your home would sell for before you fully put it on the market, we could talk to you about that. We could give you a really accurate range of what it would probably sell for right now. If you're thinking about maybe keeping it as a rental and buying another house, we can talk to you about the viability of that as well. We would be thrilled to serve you in whatever way that we can, even if there's no commission for us to earn, even if there's no immediate sale to happen. That is our goal. That is our mission, is to use our God-given gifts and ability to add value in the community, to be proud of what we've done when we lay our heads on the bed at night and know that whether we've sold you something or not, we've made your life a little bit more clear, a little bit more enjoyable. We've helped you resource that place that you call home, where you lay your head at night, where you eat your meals, where you spend time with friends and or family, where you feel safe, where you get away from all the chaos, where you create memories. We want to be a part of making home better for you. If we can help you in any way, whether you're ready to buy or sell now or later, or you don't even know yet, call 214-310-0008 or go online to toddtremonteteam.com. That's toddtremonteteam.com. If you're thinking about getting in the business, go to the website as well. We are absolutely looking for 2 really wonderful, competitive, fun, tenacious winners to join our team at the Todd Tremonte Home Selling Team in our Richardson office or our Fort Worth office. All that happens online at toddtremonteteam.com.